Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name's Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on, just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I am going to be doing my August favourites. I realise I literally just put up my July favourites, but honestly I filmed that ages ago. Like, I genuinely filmed that at like the beginning of August and uploaded it so late. So I thought I'd do my August favourites today. Who doesn't love a good favourites video? I genuinely love seeing what beauty products people are loving and going back to, because it's all well and good watching a review, but then actually finding out if they genuinely go back and forth and use that. I find that so interesting. But anyway, if you want to see all the products I was loving throughout the month of August, then please keep watching. Okay, I'm going to do this in order of base. So firstly, this is the new e.l.f. foundation. This is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, medium buildable coverage, long lasting. I absolutely love this foundation. I have this on today. Why not everyone is screaming and raving about this, I do not know. e.l.f. finally come out with a foundation that I absolutely love. This looks so beautiful and smooth on my skin. It's not even funny. This is only £8. It's super affordable. Considering other e.l.f. products are like really expensive, I think this is quite inexpensive. This is £8 for 30ml. It's in a very travel friendly squeezy bottle. I have not put this down since I tested this out on my TikTok, which I'm really sorry, I don't think is up yet. I'm such a nightmare of TikTok. Honestly, it takes me forever and a day to upload it once I've even filmed it. But this is just stunning. It says what it does what it says on the tin. It's a medium coverage, lasts really nicely on my skin, and yeah, I don't feel like enough people talk about this. It's so good. I get so many compliments on this foundation as well. Like, I feel like a couple of times people have said like, oh, your base makeup looks really good, and I genuinely feel like it's down to this foundation. I can't explain it. It just looks so beautiful, smooth, good coverage on the skin. It lasts a decent amount of time as well, considering it's not a matte foundation on me, and I just love it. I can use it with a brush, I can use it with a sponge. I can't rave about this enough. If you're over the skin tint era, you know, you've had enough of really lightweight, light coverage, try something that's got a little bit more coverage. This genuinely feels like nothing on the skin, by the way. Like, my face right now feels so light. I can't even tell that I've got face make on right now, and that's, I think, another thing that I absolutely love about it. It's lightweight, it's thin, it's medium coverage, it's so smooth on the skin. Like, what else could you want from a foundation? Like, it's just so good. Trust me guys, you need to try it. Okay, next we have the P. Louise Spoilt for Choice Cream Bronzer. Have mine in the shade Biscuit Bestie. This is what it looks like. And then this is the cream bronzer. Obviously, as you can tell, I've been using a lot of mine, hence why the print is gone in the middle. But wow, for one, the colour is beautiful. If you've got pale skin and you always struggle to find pale bronzers that actually go with your skin tone, P. Louise have got their shade range right. Like, this shade is perfect. It's actually probably a little bit too light for me at the moment. In the middle of the year, I sort of get a little bit tiny bit darker when it's summer outside. My face catches the sun. But in the winter, when I'm like at my palest, this is like my perfect bronzer shade. If you have oily skin like me and the Made by Mitchell Curve Case is just a bit too creamy, dewy, wet looking on the skin, you need to have these cream bronzers. This is like a matte bronzer. I just recently tried the fine one, which is a lot like the Made by Mitchell. It's very thin in consistency, and it's literally like gloss on the skin. Like, it's super thin, really dewy, creamy. This is the total opposite. If you've got oily skin, I would definitely recommend the P. Louise one. If you've got dry skin, I would recommend the fine one, Made by Mitchell, that sort of thing. I find it very hard these days to find brands that are coming out with more like matte products. Obviously, dewy, wet skin is all the rave this year and last year. Was it last year and this year? I think it was. But P. Louise understood the assignment for oily skin people. And I love this. It blends out really beautifully. As much as it is like a matte bronzer, it's not like super stiff. It blends really nicely on the skin. And yeah, the shade range deserves a round of applause as well. If you've got a similar skin type to me, you need to try it. Oh my goodness. These are absolutely incredible. Again, I feel like people hype about things when they first come out and then like don't continue to speak about it. These are the P. Louise powder, like the under eye like brightener powders. I am in love with this, and I want to say this is my favourite pink under eye powder that I have. The Jordana one is a very, very, very close second, but I feel like the formula of this just like knocks it off the top place, do you know what I mean? Because before, Flossie was my favourite, but the formula of this powder is absolutely incredible. It just tops the Jordana one, but I still love that one. So I got 2 shades in these. I got Cloud and I got Milkshake. This is Milkshake. This is one of the pink shades. There's 3 pink shades and then a ton of skin tone shades, you know what I mean? Like, again, shade range is on point. This is the colour Milkshake. It may not look like much, but to a pale person, this is the pink brightening powder under eye dream. Do you know what I mean? Like, this colour is perfection for pale skin when it comes to brightening the under eye. As much as I would love to use the Huda Cherry Blossom every single day, it's just too dark. It's too dark, okay? I'm just too pale for it. But this is utter perfection. And the formula of it, it's like a foundation powder. It is. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's got such good coverage and it is incredibly smooth on the skin. Like, wow, it just finishes off my under eyes so well. I cannot rave about these enough. I don't use these to set my under eyes. I use these after I've set my under eyes. So I set my under eyes with my usual loose powder and then I'll go in with a puff with this over the top under my eyes, and as you can see the brightness anyway, but it just really smooths these areas out like no tomorrow. Like, you wouldn't even know I've got pores there. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. These deserve so much more hype than what they've gotten. It's just such a toxic thing on TikTok, where like people do their videos on it, they put their link on there so people can buy through their link, and then they're like, yeah, okay, that one's done, on to the next product, and then so on and so on and so on. I'm here to tell you that yes, I did do a TikTok on it, but I genuinely use this all the time. Literally every time I do a makeup and I want to brighten my under eye, this is my number one at the moment. I feel like it's going to stay my number one for a long time because the formula is incredible and I love the brightening effect it gives. Next we have this. I think I probably have put this in a favourites before. This is the Revolution Diamond Glow Beam Highlighter. Is it Beam Bright Highlighter? These are incredible. Again, I've got this on today. These are the best highlighters that Revolution have come out with, like that's an actual core highlighter. They've done loads of collab ones. I love my Soph ones, but as for just standard Revolution, these are the best highlighters they've ever come out with. The reloaded ones with a bit of like a wavy texture, they're okay and they do work, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like these have such a stunning, blinding formula to them. If you like the same types of highlighters as me, you're going to love this. Such good quality. For spray, my 2 mini Charlotte Tilburys are literally on their last legs, like right at the bottom. So in the meantime, before I start using my big one, I've been using my Amelia Olivia one. As you can see, I've used quite a lot of this now. This is the Glow Milk Mist Seal and Set. So this is actually, I believe, a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury. It has a little bit more of a glowy finish, but not glowy as in like too glowy, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not to the point where my makeup slipping and sliding. It generally does set your makeup in place and just give you like a nice radiant finish. Again, I've got this, no I haven't got this on today, ignore me, but I do use this a lot. I love the spritzer. I do love beauty crop sprays, I must admit, like they are one of my favourite, and this is just a really good one if you've got oily skin or combination skin. Definitely try this one. If you haven't already, I mean, that's been out for a long time anyway. Next, I have this by Melt Cosmetics. This is really good. This is the Neutral Browns Petite Eyeshadow Stack. These are so handy for travel. I took this with me on my hen do and I've used it loads of other times as well. So basically, it is what it is. It is what it says on the tin. You have different shades of browns in the stack. You've got one shimmer here as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then the further you go down the stack, the deeper the shades get. They did also have a warm browns one on there as well, but I definitely prefer the more cool, like, neutral tones. It is expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember how much this is, but it is Melt Cosmetics, so I know it's expensive, but I just love this for the convenience and the travel aspect of it. Plus Melt shadows are really good quality as well. Only if it's in your price range, check this out. But yeah, I really like that, and I actually would consider getting the warm version of that as well. And then for lipstick, I've been reaching for this one quite a lot. This is by Doll Beauty, and this is the Come to Mama. I'm actually due like a lipstick drawer declutter because I have so many in there and it's so overwhelming, and I just keep reaching for the same one over and over again because it's easier, and also I need to organise it. I feel like if it was organised a little bit more, I would reach for different things because it's like not overwhelming, do you know what I mean? But I am that type of person, if it's too overwhelming, I just won't go near it. That's why I tend to reach for the same lipsticks. But this is a really nice nude colour. It is a bit more on the peachy side. I do prefer more cool tone, but when you want that more like concealer lip type of look, this is a good lipstick to go for. The Doll lipsticks have been out forever. That's actually the old packaging as well, because I'm just going to do a real throwback right now. If anyone remembers, in lockdown, they did their mystery bags and sales, and I managed to get like every single shade of Doll Beauty lipstick because of these mystery bags and the sales and stuff. I feel like everyone around me was collecting every single one of their lipstick because they are good, and I never used to have them much before lockdown. And then all of a sudden I had all of them. But they are really nice lipsticks. They are a little bit expensive, but not that expensive. Not as expensive as like high-end brands. I'd say they're quite like a mid-range, but they are really good. Okay, so that was all the makeup I was loving throughout the month of August. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what products you've been loving recently, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!